Just quick background on me. I've been a Dorset resident here for about 3 years. Before that, I was in the Deerfield Valley for 4 years. I was in Dover. And I have an IT background. I've been in IT all my life. I started in ISP in Las Vegas back in the early 90s. So I have some experience with that. So where we're at, I'm not sure what the last update was, but we're in the process of working with Rural Innovations and ValleyNet for our feasibility study. So that's ongoing. The various C.U.Ds have partnered up to create a C.U.D association of all the current ones in Vermont. Just got an update that we received some money from the Vermont Community Foundation. So they've donated $10,000 to each C.U.D. And their plan is to give out an additional $250,000 to be divided among the C.U.Ds. So we are getting some additional funding. And the state passed H.966, which is part of the COVID relief funding. And the C.U.D expects to get about $100,000 in funding from that as well. So that's where we're at currently. We also did a bid. There's this FCC process, this RDOF process for funding for unserved parcels. So we've signed a mutual agreement with a company called Tilson that's been bidding on that. The goal of that would be to have some of the fiber infrastructure paid for by the federal government if they win that. So that process is ongoing. And that's currently where we're at. The next steps really for me is once we start to get this going, we'll need to find somebody to operate this. And so the Deerfield Valley C.U.D has already started looking at potential ISPs to service that. And my hope is to learn from what they've done and look at that and start that process. Any questions?
Yeah, overall, it's just the shocking thing is we expected this to be a very slow process, and it's not. There's a lot moving forward. The RDOF that Mike was talking about is a national program, but it's like $16 billion, and there's money flowing into Vermont and all. We all figured we'd be begging people to come and give an assist with moving the idea of getting broadband out together. But with all the money flowing around right now, it's not hard to convince people to come and be a part of the process because they're seeing the opportunity to make a buck. So it's been shocking to me how quickly things are moving. But and honestly, that feasibility, Mike mentioned the feasibility study, is actually, we're looking at having the feasibility study finished like at the end of August, I think, right, Mike? And then, we're still debating whether we move directly into putting a business plan together, which would include, financing and stuff like that. Or, there are a lot of different moving pieces right now. So, but it looks like, we could have a feasibility study, which we think will say that it's a feasible project. Question is, do we partner with other people, etc.? There are some real questions to be asked and answered, but having that feasibility study and out for everybody to be able to take a look at by the end of next month.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. Well, certainly the virus situation has highlighted the need for everyone to get coverage, so that's been a benefit, I think.
Yep.
Well, terrific. Well, unless anyone has any other questions, thank you, Mike, for updating us and for taking part in this. We really appreciate it.